In the world's great orchards, perfection begins at first light. Each fruit is chosen by hand, by eyes that know the exact moment of perfect ripeness.
Only the flawless will continue. The journey weeds out imperfection early.
Packed with geometric precision, they are prepared for transport. Wrapped for its journey, the orchard's yield becomes a single, protected entity.
This is the Hall of Judgment, where each fruit meets its first critical test.
Freed from its crate, each mango now travels alone, presented for inspection. Human eyes, trained and sharp, perform the first cull. But the most precise judge is yet to come.
A puff of air, an invisible hand, guides it to its destined path. The data has spoken. The first touch of the factory is a cleansing bath, washing away the dust of the orchard. Blown dry by hurricane-force air, it is prepared for a meeting with steel.
Clear.
Even after machines judge, the human eye gives the final blessing.
Here, the paths diverge, whole for export or sliced for transformation. Ours is destined for the blade. Precision is measured in microns. The cut must be perfect, the waste non-existent.
The skin, once its protector, is cleanly stripped away, leaving only the pure fruit.
From organic form to geometric perfection, uniformity is the key to what comes next. To lock in summer's flavor at its peak, they must face a deep, deep winter. Here, in their frozen mountain, they wait. The final transformation is a continuous flow, not a batch. From solid to liquid, the journey is one of breaking down, to be built back up again. The thaw is not a return. It is a controlled metamorphosis, guided by heat and pressure. Gentle heat is applied, not to cook, but to awaken and blend the very essence of the fruit.
A precise recipe, a controlled symphony. Consistency is the signature of the brand.
Even the air must go. What remains is a dense, flawless concentrate, ready for its final form.
The fluid gold meets its vessel. Speed and accuracy must now become one.
A metered kiss of flavor. Each portion identical to the last.
Sealed for freshness, locked for flavor. The barrier between fruit and world is now complete. Rapid cooling secures the seal and preserves the taste, stopping the clock on degradation.
The mark of permanence. Not ink, but a scar of light, impossible to remove or smudge.
The final, penetrating gaze. Seeing what light cannot, it guarantees safety beyond doubt.
Flexibility is engineered. The line reinvents itself in minutes, ready for a new flavor, a new demand. Beyond puree lies a deeper alchemy, concentration, where flavor is intensified tenfold. What emerges is not a fruit, but its essence captured in a new, durable form. The final transformation. Bite-sized pieces of concentrated sunshine. Not even a speck of imperfection can hide. The final god is light and air. A whisper of starch, an invisible coat to ensure each piece remains individual. For the industrial customer, the baker, the cereal maker, this is where the journey ends. A box of golden potential. But the mango's destiny is multifaceted. For some, a steel can is the final home. A ballot of liquid and metal, measured to the milliliter. Sterilized under pressure and heat, the product becomes shelf-stable. A modern miracle of food science. Cooled, dried, and dressed in its brand, it is ready for the world. Glue replaces staples. The final package is smooth, secure, and ready for its label.
Identity applied. From anonymous fruit to branded product, tracked by the code now on its skin.
Individual streams become a river of product, flowing toward its temporary home. This is the Cathedral of Commerce, where product waits for its call to market.
A digital whisper tells each package where to go, organizing the chaos into perfect inventory. In the silent aisles, robots are the only keepers, moving without light, without fatigue. This is the heart of the operation. Perfect memory, perfect placement. And here it rests, a captured summer, waiting for the signal to journey once more. In a digital office, an order is born. A single carton is called back to life. The silent keeper responds instantly, retrieving exactly what was requested.
Rejoining the flow, its purpose is now clear: to leave. Orders are rarely for one item. Here, diverse products are united into a single, customer-specific load. It becomes a brick in a wall in a tower, built by an unerring robotic mason.
The tower is complete. A digital snapshot is taken, linking every box within to this single unit. Its preservation needs are simple now. It waits in dry, cool silence.
This is the brain, a silent, digital nervous system, feeling every vibration, measuring every degree.
Every pump, every valve, every temperature is a data point in a living map.
The machines now predict their own failures. Downtime is planned, not suffered.
Information flows directly to the hands that will fix it. No guesswork, no lost time. Eyes that see through plastic, measuring what human hands cannot. Flawed product is removed in a blink. The line never slows. Quality never wavers.
The factory cleans itself. In the dead of night, it runs a different program, one of pure, automated hygiene.
Every pallet has a digital twin. Its life in storage is a meticulously managed data stream. Logic dictates motion. The shortest path is always found, saving seconds that become days of efficiency.
The final, protective embrace is applied not by a person, but by a spinning, calculating machine.
The last handoff between factory and transport is becoming a conversation between two machines. The factory breathes, eats, and drinks utilities. Its metabolism is managed by a central, digital mind. Even sampling is automated, removing human variance, ensuring the test is of the line itself. Every action, every second is remembered. This ocean of data is mined for the pearls of greater efficiency. Insight becomes instruction. The factory learns from its own experience, tuning itself for a better tomorrow. The pallet's passport. Its entire identity, origin, and destination are contained in a single, scannable mark. Weight is no longer a separate check. It becomes a visible feature of the shipped product itself. The factory doesn't just make product, it choreographs its exit, assigning doors and vehicles with digital foresight. Its journey within the factory walls ends as it began, on a silent, electric cart, following a predetermined path to perfection. At the very edge, the baton is passed one last time, from the silent, digital world back to the hands that will send it on its way.
Here, in the quiet temple of science, The story told by machines is verified and deepened.
The first measure, sweetness. A number that speaks of the sun, the soil, the variety.
Acidity, the backbone of flavor and the guardian against spoilage, is quantified to the 10th of a point.
A search for invisible life. In 48 hours, this dish will reveal any microbial story the fruit might carry.
Thickness, flow, mouthfeel, all captured in a single, precise number by a spinning spindle.
Color is not an opinion here. It is a wavelength, a coordinate on an international scale of perception.
The most sophisticated instrument is still the human palate. Calibrated and trained, it translates sensation into data.
At 40x magnification, the truth is laid bare. Purity is confirmed at the microscopic level. The orchard's soil, the factory's pipes, all are vetted here. The fruit carries only the elements of life, not of industry.
The package itself is tested to failure. It must hold against the pressure differences of air freight, of mountain passes.
Seal integrity, PS. The promise on the package is a contract. Here, in the lab, that contract is signed and sealed with data.
Time is simulated. A year of shelf life is compressed into weeks, predicting flavor and safety far into the future.
The fruit's resume. A single document that travels with the batch, opening borders and reassuring customers.
Every failure is a lesson. The system doesn't just reject, it diagnoses and prescribes the cure.
This is the factory's memory, a physical library of every flavor profile, every triumph, every standard held.
This is the calm heartbeat of quality. 100 green lights, signaling that every promise is
The ultimate test, an outsider's scrutiny. The story told by the data must match the reality in the box.
The factory breathes in raw fruit and breathes out finished goods. Its pulse is constant, day and night.
From a single blossom in the sun to this moment. This is the legacy of the orchard, perfected by the hand of industry. This is the true machine, not the blenders or the freezers, but the cycle itself, perpetual, precise, and self-renewing.
The doors seal. The factory's work is done. The world's work begins.
It departs as it arrived, through the gates, carrying a piece of the orchard with him.
The loading dock is the factory's mouth, where it speaks to the world in the language of commerce. A check mark on a clipboard. The final human act of responsibility before the journey. And as one journey ends, 1,000 more begin. The cycle is endless, the standard unchanged.
With the fall of a stamp, the fruit is released. It has passed every test, satisfied every law. It is now officially food.
The paper trail meets the digital grid.
Approval in the lab triggers the final logistical sequence. The puzzle is complete. Every cubic inch utilized. Every pallet secured for the long haul.
A numbered seal, a small piece of plastic. It is the lock on a vault, guaranteeing the cargo's integrity until its destination.
Rituals of the road. The driver is the final guardian, the last link in the factory's chain of custody.
It carries a summer's day, 1,000 human hours, a symphony of machines, all condensed into a rolling, 18-wheeled vault.
As one journey begins, the factory prepares for the next. The floor is cleaned, the stage is reset.
The light never goes out, the pulse never stops. The cycle is eternal, a river of fruit flowing through a canyon of steel.
Behind every sealed cup is a chain of lives. The planter, the picker, the technician, the driver, all connected by a single thread of gold.
Its journey scales again. From highway to sea lane, crossing oceans to bring a taste of the tropics to distant shores.
And this is how modern factories produce world-class mango products from start to finish.
A symphony of nature and technology, working in harmony to deliver summer in a package.
And so it completes its purpose. From blossom to fruit to puree to fuel for a new day. a new smile.
The orchard rests, but does not sleep. It gathers strength for the next golden harvest, the next turn of the wheel.
This is the legacy of the mango. Not one product, but a family of possibilities, each born from the same seed of perfection.
The end of the industrial journey is a simple, personal act of choice. The global becomes intimate.